use in the lab. And so one of our first studies, we had the teammates, this video never got to work, but our teammates wearing a $50 Samsung VR 360 camera, basically records in 360, it's very cheap, put it on her head, have her do 10 kicks. And then, as part of a straight leg raise, I have her kick when she kicks. And so now this has a whole host of advantages. One, that she can't see her knee, that's positive. Two, she gets the effect of being on the field. She forms the memory of good quad activation while on the soccer field. And she gets this mirror neuron response, which we talked about if people have questions. In a follow-up study we did, we used a roller coaster, and we used to do balance training. So normally, to the best balance training, you do eyes closed, and then you add unstable surfaces. But that doesn't get at this visual proprioceptive pathway. What we found was this is about 30% harder. They have about 30% more postural instability with this versus eyes closed. So this is a progression you can do to disrupt visual proprioceptive processing. Another for that. Another tool, and I believe Matt has one of these to give away today, are stroboscopic glasses. What these are interesting is that they can disrupt visual feedback to any degree you want, and you can do any exercise you want. Now, does anyone have a history of seizures or epilepsy? Do not watch this video. So the video, what this does is you can set the frame rate of these, and you can do any exercise you want. You can have a little bit of visual disruption or a lot. So basically, this turns any exercise you want to do into a visually perturbed exercise. You can force them to use proprioception again. It's a pretty powerful tool. We just finished our first patients in a clinical trial that incorporates this technology. It looks like this does goose proprioception. Key for it, though, if you're going to use them, they must focus on the external environment. You can't just have them put them on and do squats. They have to have their attention elsewhere. Now, a lot of people always ask, well, what if I don't want to use all this dumb equipment, and VR and strobe? That's fine. I have another tool for you. You can do what's called dual task. So dual tasking is basically exactly what it sounds like. You do two things at once. What we see in ACL injured is that their dual task is just to move their knee because they're thinking about it so much. So you have to break this. Now, normally, we do dual tasking that are auditory based. But what I would suggest is you can actually use any computer that has PowerPoint, and you can time PowerPoint files. And what I'll do is, I'll say the answer aloud, and every time the slide changes, they have to do the exercise I want them to do, and then they say the number. This is great. It has a lot of advantages. One, it's PowerPoint computer. Most of you probably have this in your clinic. Two, it's very easy to do. You can set the timing of these files to be whatever you want, to accommodate whatever exercise you want. So you're doing squats. Now they have to look at that. They have to do a dual task, and it takes their visual attention away from their knees. They have to look up. If you have a projector, even better. I have a zip file of about 40 of these to get you started. If you email me, I'll send it to me. But it really takes 30 seconds to make, but it's very easy. And this is just an example of what happens. This is one of our Ohio volleyball athletes, Division I. She's having to add these numbers. When we make her do that, her mom will panic for the total crap. So she looked great. These are people who do regular ACL injury prevention training. And then when we load them with the dual task, they fall apart.